What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to be looking at Elon Musk's 6 rules for success that he actually sent to his remaining Twitter employees. Let's go ahead and get into it. So you guys can see right here, it says Elon Musk 6 rules for success. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. You tell him, Elon, you tell him. Let's get into rule number 1. Avoid large meetings. Large meetings waste valuable time and energy. They discourage debate. People are more guarded than open. There's not enough time for everyone to contribute. Don't schedule large meetings unless you're certain they provide value to everyone. I love it already. How many jobs have y'all had? Because I know I have had some where I'll never forget this one job I had. We had to come in, even if it was your day off. It was a mandatory meeting. And everybody had to come in. It was like so many of us to hear nothing. And we couldn't add any value to it. They just wanted us to listen to a bunch of nonsense that had nothing to do with us. That's the crazy part. So this, agree with it 100%. 2, leave a meeting if you're not contributing. I wish I could have did that at my past jobs. If a meeting doesn't require your input, value, decisions, your presence is useless. Preach it, Elon. Hold on, let me hit that real quick. I had so many useless meetings at my last job as soon as I became manager. This would have been wonderful if my company allowed it. It's not rude to leave a meeting, but it's rude to waste people's time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 3, forget the chain of command. Communicate with colleagues directly. Thank you. Not through supervisors or managers. Fast communicators make fast decisions. Fast decisions equal competitive advantage. Look, let me tell y'all something real quick. My last job when I was in management, right? I ran a department. My desk was next to the desk of the guy, I guess in the chain of command. He was like 3 or 4 spots ahead of me, okay? We were literally right next to each other, okay? The way we worked, the way the company worked, if we needed to talk to each other, I would have had to go through my manager, which had to go through his manager, which had to go through his manager, which go through his manager, to then get to the guy next to me. And then he would give them the response, and then it would travel back down. You know how much time that wastes? That wastes so much time. We was next to each other. So at work, if I had a question or he had a question, we communicated right then and there. It was seamless. It was perfect, right? Okay. Listen to me carefully. The chick who ran my department on the other half of the week, I can't even make this up. Her boss, despite them being next to each other, did not want her to talk to him. Made no sense to me at all. Y'all are right next to each other. Communication is right there. Why would I wait to get a response back in like 1 or 2 hours? We're next to each other. That don't even make sense. So she used to complain about it a lot. One week, she was going to go on vacation. So she asked me, she was like, I know you can't work all of my days, because you can only do like 60 hours a week at my last job. It was 60 because you couldn't do 70, right? You need a break. So she straight up was like, can you at least do 2 of the days for me? At least do 2 of them, right? I was like, bet, I got you. Who gonna do the other day? And she was like, such and such gonna just do that day and then I'll be back the next week. I was like, cool, bet, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I came in. I had a question. I looked right at him and I was like, hey, how do you want XYZ to be set up for the night? The way he looked at me, he was typing on his computer and he was like, I guess you can do such and such. What does such and such usually do? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm stepping in. She left me things to do, but she kind of forgot, and I don't want to bother her on her vacation. So how do you guys usually have this set up? So he tells me, he puts like this fake smile on his face. He leaves off. Tell me why, not even 5 minutes later, some manager, the chick who went on vacation, that's her manager, run up and was like, such and such told me you talked to him. And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I? We're like right next to each other. What are you talking about? No. There's a chain of command here. So anything you need, you talk to me and then I run it up and through, and then we'll do that. If he needs to talk to you directly, he will message you on the company messaging system. And I was like, bro, what are you talking? We're right next to each other. Why would we go through all that? He's like, I know, I think it's stupid too, but like, that's just how it is here on this shift. You guys don't do that on your shift. And I was like, no, that's stupid. We're right next to each other. Why would we waste the time? Messaging me? Why would you message me and you're next to me? You could talk to me face to face. That don't even make sense. That dude had the biggest issue. I remember one day I sneezed at the desk. He looked at me like I slapped his mom or something. Them be the worst jobs. I'm telling you, them be the worst jobs. I don't miss that job at all. I'm so happy I get to be here and do all of this. Look at this. Be clear, not clever. Avoid nonsense words and technical jargon. Thank you. It slows down communication. Choose words that are concise, to the point, easy to understand. Don't sound smart. Be efficient. Another quick story from my last job. The trainer for my department. She used to talk in jargon all the time to sound smart. Crazy enough, me and management did not speak to each other like that. We spoke to each other in the most lamest terms possible because the department I was running, they didn't know how that ran. And I'm not about to hit them with technical terms to sound smart. I'm going to just be like, oh, this is how this works, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're going to fix this, we're going to fix that. All right, cool, bet. That's how they was, right? She would come in, well, you got to do blah, 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 blah. She's using all these big words. Then she's using the company speak. And they used to just be looking at her like, what? And they used to be confused because they didn't know what she was talking about. So then they'd be like, can you break it down further? And she would get attitude. She'd be like, what I'm trying to say is, it's like, see, you done wasted everybody's time, bro. Ain't nobody trying to sit here and listen to you for like 10, 15 minutes when you could have just said it in one. You wasting everybody's time. 5, ditch frequent meetings. There's no better way to waste everyone's time. Use meetings to collaborate, attack issues head on, solve urgent problems. But once you resolve the issue, frequent meetings are no longer necessary. You can resolve most issues without a meeting. Facts. Instead of meetings, send a text, send an email, communicate on a Discord or Slack channel. Don't interrupt your team's workflow if it's unnecessary. Facts. I agree with all of that. That's another thing I hated about my last job. I had to do meetings every day. Every day. It'd be rare they did not call me for some stupid BS meeting. And then majority of the time, it had nothing to do with me. I just kind of had to be there. Complete waste of time. Completely. Use common sense. Elon, my man, look at me. Common sense is not common. I don't understand how that term came about, common sense. Is that it should be called uncommon sense. That's what it should be called. If a company rule doesn't make sense, contribute to progress, apply to your specific situation, avoid following the rule with your eyes closed. Don't follow rules, follow principles. I love it. I love it, man. I wish every company had these 6 rules. They'd run a lot better. But what do y'all think, man? Those that still work the 9 to 5, or maybe you own your own company and maybe you don't do some of these and you like them, or maybe you don't like them. Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never stop dropping a video. And until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.